Hello there, Virgo. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for December 16th through 31st, 2019. If this is your first time to the channel, thank you so much for visiting, and I'm glad you are here. If you are returning for a visit, thank you so much for coming back. If you have not yet done so, I do invite you to reach out and hit that subscribe button, join the Dragon family, and also give it that dragon claw up by clicking like and letting me know that you enjoyed this content. First, a few quick notes before we get started that this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Virgo out there. If it does resonate with you, take those messages. They're meant for you. If they don't resonate with you, kick them on out to another Virgo. Take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. This will mostly correspond to Virgo's Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. So if you check your positions of your natal chart and you look at, where's my Venus sign, where's my Moon sign, depending on those signs, you can also watch the readings for those signs, and you may get even more depth and more messages out of this whole experience here. Also, this is going to be perfect for all you Virgo cross watchers, and you're totally welcome to join in with us. So, my dear Virgos, oh my goodness, what a time that we're having as we wrap up the end of 2019. It is the end of the decade. It sounds so dramatic, and it kind of is, because we're changing up, whole energetic vibrations. So a lot of things are getting left behind in the teens as we move into the 20s. Really, really good stuff. So first off, Virgo, I will say that for you, with your astrology information right here, so I'm going to show you the chart to give you an idea. We've got so much Capricorn right now with the planets. We've got Venus, we got Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter. Sun sign is still traveling in Sagittarius right now, but we are going to have, of course, the winter solstice on the 21st. Then the sun will also move into Capricorn. The new moon occurs the day of, kind of like the late night on Christmas night. So we will have a new moon and solar eclipse in Capricorn as well. And then Mercury will also be joining Capricorn on the 28th. So it's a huge, huge, huge pile up of Capricorn planets as we go into the end of this year and into January. For you, Virgo, it's absolutely amazing. Really, really good for you, because this year has, I would say overall has been pretty challenging. It's been pretty difficult because we have had the combination of Pluto and Saturn sitting together, moving along both in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is a very tough sign. It is all about learning lessons. It's all about, having a really solid foundation. And so if anything doesn't work in your life, it has a way of just taking it out of there. And it's not very compassionate or sympathetic about the way it does it either. It's like, that's not for your best. Got to take it out of there. It's like, the well-meaning parent that says, yes, I know this medicine tastes horrible, but you have to take it because it's for your own good. And that's very much the way Saturn does things. However, now that Jupiter started moving through Capricorn on December 2nd, it changes the ballgame quite a bit, because we've only been experiencing those really harsh manifestations of the Capricorn energy, because Saturn and Pluto, that it's been traveling in that sign, are both very tough planets. They're about transformation, and death and life and rebirth and foundations being broken apart to lay new ones. It's not easy energy. And so when Jupiter moves into Capricorn, it changes it up, because Jupiter is good luck, it's good fortune, it's expansion, it's optimism, it's better fortune. So we're going into a time where the lessons might still be challenging, might still be tough, but it starts to make sense. And we go, oh, now I get it. Now I know why I had to go through all that, because now I see, the reward from it, or at least the benefit of it. So Virgo, for y'all, it's very, very good. And the reason for that is that you are an earth sign. Capricorn and Taurus are your fellow earth signs. So when there's a lot of stuff happening in Capricorn, that creates what we call a trine pattern. You can actually look on this chart. There will be trines in there. A trine pattern is right here. See that line drawn with the little tiny green triangle there? It's a free-flowing pattern of energy that shows where a relationship between two planets is easier and more harmonious. And so for you, Capricorn is in a good aspect to Virgo. And you'll be feeling the emphasis of Jupiter and Capricorn all through 2020, which it will be there. The earlier you're born in the sign of Virgo, the sooner you'll be feeling it. For people born in the later part of Virgo, you will be feeling it, more and more as we get closer down through the end of 2020. Either way, it's going to be building some very positive things for you. In the universal house, that's the chart that everything kind of applies to Virgo. It's not your personal chart, but in the universal chart, this is all going to be highlighting the house of the fifth. The fifth is the house of Leo. So Virgo, this is all about, you kind of stepping into a lot of that Leo star power. You'll have that sort of show-stopping ability. It's like if you have to perform in any way, whether that's public speaking, singing, acting, teaching, whatever it is that you do in the public, you will have like that extra star power coming your way because of that highlight. It also deals with matters of the heart. Leo rules the heart. So Virgo, you will be speaking from the heart more. I think you'll be getting more in touch with your heart and your passions. That's not wrong. So, Virgo, if you feel more emotional, more passionate than usual going into this new year, that's absolutely on track for you. You should speak with passion. You should speak from the heart. And let your true emotions be known, because Leo loves to share the love, and it loves to be very generous with its emotions. So that's very good for you. Because you are a sign of healing, the combination of the heart along with that Capricorn energy for the physical body, I would say definitely be good to your heart, be good to your heart chakra. Also be good to your joints, be good to your bones, take care of your muscles and, kind of your overall physicality. Also the house of Leo deals with children and relationships with children, and also just the love and the joy of animals and pets. So you may be feeling really drawn either to your own children, someone else's kids, something to do with a childlike creative energy. Leo's very creative, so it loves to tap into that kind of childlike wonder. And also, you'll be feeling closer to pets, to animals, even to spirit animals. That kind of thing may become very important to you over the course of 2020. The next thing I would point out, along with all that Capricorn, is Venus will be moving into Aquarius on Friday the 20th. That's going to start highlighting your sixth house, so you may feel more humanitarian than ever, especially for that month. And wherever you find love and wherever you find connection is always going to be in realms of service and giving to others, kind of for about that 3.5 week period, starting from December the 20th. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into your cards, Virgo. I'm going to do some major themes just with a couple of oracle cards and the major arcana, and then we're going to jump into your tarot reading. We're going to do full spread and see what's coming up for you as we wrap this year up. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Virgo as we do the reading for December 16th through the 31st, 2019. Please protect their energy as well as mine, and please bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Ooh, okay, Virgo. So the first card you came up with out of the major arcana is the Chariot card. So the Chariot to me is always good forward movement. It's growing in knowledge, growing in learning, growing your mind, expanding your mind of what can be possible, which is very aligned with that Jupiter energy to me. This is the card that is ruled by Cancer. So Cancer, the sun sign could be part of your life right now, part of your chart. May mean something to you or not. It's also about balance. The light pony and the dark pony. So this is all about balancing between the two distinct aspects of yourself. So let's bring up a chakra gemstone card and see which chakra is working for you the most right now. Ooh, okay, Virgo. I like this one, the selenite. Selenite is a really wonderful stone. It's excellent for clearing, excellent for purification, which is definitely keywords for Virgo always. This is about peace. And this is the crown chakra alignment, which is right up here at the top of the head at the crown. So to me, this is bringing through a lot of spiritual information. You might be dreaming and having a lot of imagery come through in your dreams. And in general, this is a time when you really want to kind of detox yourself and your home. So going into, into 2020, we're kind of like, it's time to, out with the old and in with the new. Time to clear the home, time to clear the clutter, and gain a more peaceful feeling of balance. So let's pull up, I'm going to pull a card from the Unicorn Oracle, and we're going to get a message for you here. Oh, and I like this one. Okay, so the unicorn message was courage. And to me, bringing up so much, energy around that fifth house of Leo on the universal chart, that is bringing up elements of courage and strength and bravery, which is, Leo the lion heart, right? You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. So Virgo, it's all about, again, putting up those boundaries, saying, I'm going to clear my chakras, I'm going to clear my home, I'm going to clear my space. I'm not going to allow anything that's super negative to come into my life, because Virgo, you are the most sensitive earth sign of the three. And absolutely, you feel things on a very deep level. If people are carrying a lot of negativity, if they're not coming in with good intentions, you usually feel it. So it's time to put that wall down and say, nope, only good stuff is coming in here. So let's move Mr. Dragon, and we're going to put him over here, and we're going to get into your tarot. The dragon's been kind of needy. Every time I turn around, it's like I move my hand and he's bumping my arm. I'm like, oh, oh, buddy. All right, so let's get into your messages. Keep in mind, Virgo, that time is flexible. So if things aren't happening and you don't resonate with this right away, you might be on a slightly different timeline. Everyone's a little bit different. So you may even check this reading again and kind of go, oh, now it resonates. Or maybe you're already in this energy. So just take it as it applies. All right, Virgo, so here, right at the center, I love this deck. This is called the Spirit Song Tarot, and it has like spirit animals on every card, so it's really gorgeous. So here at the center, this is the same as the Fool card, and they call this the Traveler, which is adventure, potential. The Fool card is that kind of innocent energy. It's the leap of faith, and here we have the gazelle leaping into the sun, into the rays of the sun, and that warmth and that new beginning, that new potential. So to me, this is all about you starting over. There is a feeling of rebirth and renewal, and you're a little bit more willing to take, those leaps than you have in the past. I'm going to be clarifying with the Rider-Waite, so let's get a clarifier for that card. Okay, and so Virgo, looks like what you're going to be diving into a little bit deeper is going to be your own spirituality and your own spiritual mysteries, with that High Priestess coming up across that card. So a very beautiful time of getting to know yourself and your own intuition a little bit better. Then in the immediate past, we've got that Four of Feathers. There's that hibernating bear, because this is a card of healing, sanctuary, rest, a time to really recuperate. So you may have already been doing that, or you may be doing that right now, or needing to do that very soon. Is just needing to take a little bit of time for yourself and retreat from the world on some level. Yeah, and you know, Virgo, this could be related for some of you to a relationship because there's that Two of Cups on top of that. You know, you might have been through some stuff in this relationship, and it's probably a really intense connection that usually brings up either, you know, twin flame, soulmate kind of vibes. So, you know, this might be something where something really strong came in and it was like, whoa, and maybe you put a lot of energy into it, you know, right at the onset, and like it's kind of like now you're like, I need to get to know myself a little bit better with that spiritual energy coming in for your present right now. It wouldn't surprise me. It's like, because sometimes when we meet those soul connection folks, we really realize it's like, I got to get in touch with my spiritual side, with my subconscious a little bit more. So going into the future, another very intuitive card with that Queen of Shells, same as the Queen of Cups. It's about peace. It's about compassion. You know, it's about really being in touch with your emotions and having a strong understanding of when and where to apply them. So let's pull a clarifier. Ooh, and some fire around that Queen of Cups with that Emperor. My goodness. So really, Queen of Cups is super strong Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. Emperor is very strong Aries. So you're passionate about like embracing your spiritual and your emotional and your sensitive side. And that's good because Virgo, you have to, like it said, set some strong boundaries. Don't just let anybody come in and step on you, especially if you are opening up in that way and you're becoming more intuitive and more soft and more perceptive. You need to protect that even more so. So yes, be very leadership oriented. It's like, I will, you know, have the say over who comes in closer and gets really near to me. On the underside, we have the shadow. This is the coyote. This is self-empowerment and ambition. So wow, think about that. This is on the underside of your spread. This is the subconscious card. This is what's, you know, coming in from your heart of hearts, your true desires, and you really are desiring that self-empowerment, that fiery ambition, and going further in your life. So let's pull a clarifier for that. And it's absolutely about transformation. Oh my goodness. So Virgo, in some way, there's something inside you that just really wants that complete rebirth. You want that complete transformation in your life where you step into a stronger, more resilient, more fiery kind of leadership role. And of course that Death card, that's Scorpio energy, the shadow card. Same as Temperance, that's a Sagittarian energy. So both of those to me are very much about, you know, rebirth and being a very pioneering kind of spirit. Then we've got the Knight of Feathers. That's the same as the Knight of Swords up on the top. So this is action. This is the message from the divine. This is what's crowning the spread. It's about focus of mental clarity and going forward, you know, with your plans very clearly. Let's pull a clarifier for him. Yes, and oh, Virgo, you're willing to work for this. It's like the action isn't just fast and it's not just in your head. There is that, you know, that Eight of Pentacles that says you're willing to work for this one day at a time. And Spirit is really letting you know that is a good way to go. That's a really, really good approach to take, is just, you know, put in the work, even if it's not glamorous, even if it's kind of monotonous and it's a lot of routine. It's like, put it in there, Virgo, because when you have, you know, that one day at a time kind of attitude, it's like before you know it, you look back and you go, oh wow, look at how much I got done. So let's pull some advice for you on all this. And look at that. Okay, so Here we go, Virgo. So Queen of Acorns, same as the Queen of Wands. This is very, very strong Leo energy indeed. And that is so much of what you're pulling around yourself right now with all that Capricorn in that Leo house. There's passion, creativity, generosity, very warm, very magical. It's like she's a really great manifester. She knows how to create the reality that she wants. And that is your suggested approach. That is the way Spirit is saying is the best way to go. It's like work it one day at a time, but put your passion into it. Put your heart into it there, Virgo. My goodness. Because you have a really strong power of manifestation right now. It's like the heart's desires can really be put into physical form. The combination of Capricorn and Leo, because Leo's all about the heart's desire and the passion, and Capricorn's like, get it done, make it real, manifest that passion and that fire. Yes, and for you, a lot of this is like, leaving behind any sort of energy where you've really fought that battle, and some people have chosen to come along with you, but a lot of people have kind of like disappointed you there, Virgo. It's like anyone that's been a disappointment, anyone that hasn't, kept their end of the bargain or, kept their word to you, let them go. Move forward. You don't need to spend any more of your time or worry or energy or sadness or disappointment on them. What you need to know, 8 of Acorns, this is fast moving energy. Look at that with that electric eel. That is strong electric energy. It's about results. It's about strong communication coming in. So Virgo, I believe that there's all kinds of really powerful stuff. Every card that we drew for this, side of this reading, the 4 that we pull for advice about all of this are all in the wand suit. They're all that fire energy. So it's very much about your action, your emotion, your passions, your drive. So into the hopes and fears position, look at that. We had the Queen of Acorns, the Queen of Wands. Now we got the King. Optimism, innovation. Look at that with the horse. Again, it's that horsepower. It's that driven forward motion. And I think that almost what you're fearing a little bit, Virgo, is stepping into your power, because you do tend to be a very modest sign. You're not self-aggrandizing. You're not, super into your ego. But, that fire energy is coming in. And it's not so much about, Leo is about, it's either ego or it's healthy pride, right? To have some healthy pride about your accomplishments and who you are and what you can achieve. And this is saying, don't be afraid to step into that role. So let's bring up a clarifier for him. Yeah, and the other thing, Leo, I think that part of you is a little bit fearful of dishonest people. We had a little bit of that come up with that 5 of Swords too. So it's like, really make sure that you vet people really well before you let them into your inner circle, because you're moving forward very rapidly, very passionately, and you don't need any, sneaky dude coming around, going behind your back and messing around. So make sure that anybody that you bring into your circle right now is not only, is been vetted, you know them really well. Yeah, find out who they're really about. Find out what they're about before you let them in on the, the inner circle there. So then, on the outcome, 9 of Acorns, power, perseverance. To me, this has that, it's that 9 of Wands, so it really also indicates that you've been fighting a hard battle. You've had to really defend yourself quite a lot. You could be feeling kind of beat up, to be honest, with that. But that's a beautiful, with the Black Panther, it really shows, it's like there is that perseverance, the persistence, the power. It's like you haven't given up. You're still very, very strong. So it's a nice way to put that card. Yeah, and then Virgo, don't take anything for granted. Don't take anything for granted. Even if you think, oh gosh, I've got things are kind of okay, but I really keep hoping that one thing will come along and make it better. It's like, no, Virgo, be grateful, be content and happy and put energy into the good things that you have right now. And you know what? Then that extra cup will come right along. It won't even be an effort. So let's pull an affirmation card for you. I like it. Look at there, the spider web. Okay, and it says, across the void, an endless net that spans the past, the now and yet, all are bound to journey it. Oh my goodness. So, you know, Virgo, this is so much about your life path, your life purpose, your life passions all coming into play, and all the various strands of your life beginning to come into, you know, a completion. You know, it's like all the strands are starting to connect, and you're starting to see that. This is going to be, I think, a great year ahead, and a really nice culmination to your year. So I will be seeing you all very soon, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your 2019. Take care.